Arshad Yousafzai is a political analyst joining me from Peshawar in Pakistan. Sir, thanks so much for your time. Jalalabad has now fallen. It certainly seems inevitable that Kabul is next. How soon do you see the Taliban taking the capital city?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Jalalabad is one of the 5 major cities of Afghanistan, as you mentioned. And this was the last remaining city other than Kabul that was still in government control. It falls in the eastern zone, that is Nangarhar province, Nuristan, Laghman, and Logar. Historically, if we look at Jalalabad, when the Mujahideen took over Jalalabad, they were able to capture or control Kabul. Similar things happened when the Taliban came into power first time. When they took over Jalalabad, they were able to launch an offensive on Kabul, and that's when they took it. It is actually a gateway, one of the most important gateways to Kabul. And Taliban took control of the important Hisarak district that is actually connected with Kabul about 3 weeks ago.
Arshad, what happens once the Taliban takes Kabul? Because this is an inevitability, possibly in the next few days. What happens to the people living there, and how are their lives going to change?
Well, I've been talking to Taliban commanders and elders in different places. They believe and they have made promises that this time around things would not be as they were in the past, that they have learned and that they want to protect the people and the beautiful city of Kabul. I believe people should not be much afraid now because the Taliban are in no mood to destroy the city or to harm the civilians.
You say that the Taliban says that they want to protect people. It's a message they have been trying to put out to the international community. But some of the reports we've been receiving have been quite to the contrary, of people being persecuted, of girls being married off to Taliban fighters. How do they then talk about protecting the people when these are the reports that we're getting about gross human rights abuses?
Well, we still need to verify these reports because the Taliban spokespersons, almost all of them have repeatedly denied this report, and they said that there is no truth in such claims. Although there are reports and some confirmed reports of atrocities towards people, towards the enemies, as they would say. But this report about girls being married to the Taliban fighters have not been confirmed yet. And the Taliban, they clearly say that they have a system, a judicial system, where they can try anybody from their ranks, be it a soldier or a commander, if they were found guilty of any human rights violations.
And let's talk a bit about the regional implications of the fighting that's taking place. There are already an influx of refugees into Pakistan. Can the country handle this?
This is a big question, actually. Pakistan is not in a financial mood or authority to invite or to sustain any further refugees. In case Pakistan were to take care of refugees, they would require assistance from international donors and states. And unless that is guaranteed, I don't think Pakistan is going to allow any further refugees. Although Pakistan has identified a few places where they are planning to have refugee camps that are close to the border with Afghanistan in different places. At least 3 of them are in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, from where I am. But in reality, Pakistan is not prepared yet.
And what about the security implications of the refugees coming into Pakistan, not just for Afghanistan, but for Pakistan itself?
It is one of the most important questions. It's a big challenge for Pakistani security authorities and for the border control force, because there is no strong mechanism where refugees can be screened out, and terrorists, that we call terrorists, and people belonging to TTP or Daesh can be screened out. Pakistan believes that it would, check every refugee that comes in, but I don't think that would be possible for Pakistan, because there are only a number of official border crossings. Other than that, there are so many porous areas that are not guarded correctly or exactly, that are hard to guard. So it would be very easy for the anti-Pakistan elements to cross into Pakistan.
Arshad Yousafzai, live to us there from Peshawar in Pakistan. He's a political analyst giving us an update there on what's happening in Afghanistan. Thanks for your time, sir.